Holy crap, guys, we've gone through so much together. I have had so many of you guys reach out and say how they've helped you, how they've made you want to go into work, how they've made you want to up something that you're doing in your business to be better, how you're moving on into your own suite, or how you're graduating from esthetician school and you're going out on your own, or you found a job because of the advice that we or me gave you on here. And like, that is literally why I started this podcast. Welcome to the Waxing Podcast. I'm Kirsten Getzelman, esthetician, educator, and your host. Each week, we'll dive into real conversations, industry tips, and the kind of advice every beauty pro should have in their back pocket. This show is sponsored by Enso, a woman and esthetician founded brand bringing better options to everyday beauty pros. Let's dive in. Hey, you guys. Happy whatever day you're listening to this. Today is my Monday. And I just wanted to say, welcome back to the Waxing Podcast. As soon as I said that, no joke. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's probably not going to pick it up, but we have fire department. So at my building, we have a fire department next door. And as soon as I hit record, the fire department decided it was time to go to work. So if you heard that, I don't feel like it would be your first time. But anyway, I'm Kirsten. I'm Tampa Waxer. I'm Enso Wax on Instagram and the Waxing Podcast, of course. If you're new here, hello. You are listening to the season finale of the Waxing Podcast. And if you are not new here, then hello, welcome back. You are tuned into the season finale. And I'm so excited because this season finale feels like kind of like a cliffhanger, kind of like a recap, and more importantly, a huge thank you. But let's first get started on it being like a cliffhanger. So I have been giving you guys building updates for the duration, I guess, of when I started the season earlier this year, or maybe I started it later this year, but we were hit by a hurricane. We've been waiting for the building to basically come back to its original, foundation. And today I walked in and there were a huge group of construction people downstairs. So it will be really exciting to hop back on here in January and see exactly what has come about since then. So that's my update for the building. Second update is Kirsten, me, got nominated for Best Content Creator on Social Media. Honestly, I was really shooting, and we'll get to that in a second, but I was really shooting for Enso to win a spot on DERMASCOPE's magazine. If you guys don't know who DERMASCOPE is, I have been pining after DERMASCOPE magazine since I started this industry, since I was in this career. They are everything to me. That emblem is everything to me. And I just really like the story of Dermascope. I know who the founder is. I've had her on my podcast, and that was back in like 2023. And for it to be a full circle moment to be recognized as somebody on the internet was obviously so cool. So I have all of those links below. If you want to vote for me, you have until the end of this month to do so. It takes 2 seconds, and I promise you, you'll be my best friend in the whole wide world because what? I couldn't even fathom getting voted for that. But now that we're here, I'm like, oh my gosh, could we possibly see if this is like possible for a waxer? And that's the big thing for me. It's not even like me, it's for the purpose of like, those things are always run, or they've always been given to like an esthetician that's like more of a facialist or like a med esthetician. And I'm like, how cool would that be if we could represent the waxing industry as somebody who creates content for the waxing industry? And then secondly, drum roll please, I'm so excited about this, but Enso was nominated for Best Starter Wax Kit, which is just like, oh my God, when I got that email, you guys, I was freaking out. So if you could take 5 seconds of your day, go on there and vote for me. I am so, so thankful for you. The content creator is under professional aesthetics, and then the hair removal. I was going to say hair removal, but the waxing starter kit is under the hair removal section. And being a new brand in the industry and having so much to prove still, I am like over the moon that we could have something like this already in our belt. And just to get recognized, and I don't know if you guys know how this works, but other people nominate your brand. And then they have like a team of people who then do research on those nominations. So, like, they go and they look at the ingredients, they look at the products. Sometimes they order the products into their headquarters, they try it, they like make sure that it's a good, legit business brand person. And then they curate like a top whatever amount of people to then go into the second category where you guys vote. So, like, I don't know. I mean, the fact that we got nominated and then the fact that they did their research and was like, "You know what? This brand might be worth talking about." I mean, it's seriously like such a full crazy circle moment. So yeah, these are like the 2 cliffhangers that I'm leaving you guys on right now is like in January, did we win? And are we still in the same building, or are we preparing to get a new space, or are they fixing things and we're officially happy with where we're at? So keeping you on the cliffhanger there. And then, recap. I mean, holy crap, guys, we've gone through so much together. I have had so many of you guys reach out during each and every episode and say how they've helped you, how they've made you want to go into work, how they've made you want to up something that you're doing in your business to be better, how you're moving on into your own suite, or how you're graduating from esthetician school and you're going out on your own, or you found a job because of the advice that we or me gave you on here. And like, that is literally why I started this podcast. I think, between me and you, people think that this is some like huge monetary value of a situation that I'm in right now. But to be honest, like, I think I've made less than $1,000 in 5 years on this podcast. And like, for me, the value is like getting to hang out with you guys and feel like I'm one of you, you're one of me. You and I feel like we're FaceTiming, although I always tell this to you that I always feel like I'm just like talking into the abyss. So when you do DM me and you do let me know that these are so helpful for you, I am so thankful for that support. And I really do this because I crave connection. It's why I started the podcast. I remember when I was in a situation, I had not employees, I had coworkers and things like that. And like, I loved them, but like, I wanted to expand that. And I wanted to like almost like, I remember being like, man, wouldn't it be cool to like get people together for coffee? Or wouldn't it be cool to like do this? And like, as an employee, I thought about all these ways that I wanted to connect in like a bigger picture. And like, all along, it was just sitting down in a chair with a microphone and just talking and having like friends from all over. So, like, the fact that this podcast was kind of set in stone to connect. And then here we are 5 years later on a season finale in 2025 connecting. Like, there's just no better, I don't know, this is just like a really cool feeling. And I hope you get that feeling. Like, I hope you sit there right now and you're in your car or you're doing dishes or like your kid's screaming at you, being like, Mom, I need this. And you're like thinking about how far you've come, and you're thinking about, the version of you a year ago to where you are now in the holidays with your loved ones, your family, your friends, looking around, being like, oh my gosh, like, I did it. And I don't know if it's your end goal, but like, holy crap, you're one step further there. And I think there's something so fun to celebrate. And I also love this time of year for us as estheticians because it also gives you like the ability to kind of look at the next 2 months and be like, okay, like, I'm going into January with a bang, or I'm going into January with these intentions. But like, for right now, I'm sitting back, I'm relaxing, and I'm really just like seeing the fruit of my labor, if you will. And as busy and as go, go, go as we are, and as much as we look around and see what everybody's doing, I really want you to be able to look in the mirror at yourself and say how proud you are of the work that you've done in 2025. And I don't think we're told enough to do that. And that's why I'm telling you to do it, because I myself am probably due for a little pep talk in the mirror. But yeah, I mean, we as estheticians, I think, gauge our success off of so many different things. But just, take a step back and look at just one thing that you accomplished. I think you'll be able to figure out pretty fast that, success does not sometimes equal the value of money, but sometimes equals the value of time, the value of getting to have freedom, the value of money, of course, but also the value of so much more. Like, I just think being a business owner, it's like there's many lanes that you can pick and there's many ways to be successful. And that doesn't always mean a transactional value. So letting me be that reminder to you while also, reflecting on my own wins, my own lessons, right? They're not fails, they're all lessons, and figuring out just how much we're willing to push ourselves in 2026. And I knew going in that this was going to be a short episode. And I knew going in that I wasn't going to be able to teach you a new trick of the trade. This episode was so much more about being like, hey, hi, how are you? I love you. Thank you for being here. I hope you have the best rest of your 2025. And the podcast will see you in 2026. Happy holidays. Thank you for listening to the Waxing Podcast. If you found today's conversation helpful, be sure to follow the show and leave a review. It helps continue creating resources for beauty pros just like you. For updates and more, follow us on Instagram at the Waxing Podcast. I'll see you next week.